What is good, everybody? It is your boy Bear, the designer, back at it again. How y'all feeling today, Chicago? The Chicago Bears come out 2-0 after winning against the New York Giants, but there is a lot for them to improve on. So let's talk about three key areas the Chicago Bears need to improve going into week 3, and it starts now. All right, so if you are new to the channel, please like the video. Please subscribe to the page because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. By the way, this video is brought to you by Matinelli Originals. This lovely Bears head logo behind me was created by them, so check out their Etsy. I will have the link in the description below to their website so that you can have your own custom logo. The Chicago Bears got out of week 2 with a W, but there are still some key areas that they need to improve. I think we saw a lot of good things from this team today, but we also saw a lot of things that still have us pulling our hair out. So I want to talk about 3 key areas where the Chicago Bears can improve going into week 3. Number 1 for me, Matt Nagy's play calling has to improve. And I'm not talking about the whole game. I would say overall, most of the game, Matt Nagy called a pretty good game. He called some good plays where we saw wide receivers drop passes, where we saw maybe Mitch not make the right read, or he threw over the receiver. We saw some good plays, but there is a certain time where Matt Nagy sees David Montgomery chopping up defenses, and he pulls David Montgomery out of the game to put in Cordero Patterson, or he takes the ball out of David Montgomery's hands to let Mitch throw a pass. Now, I understand you have to have nuance. You have to have that balance of pass and run in this offense. But if David Montgomery is literally blowing defenders off of him every time he goes through the line, keep feeding that man the ball. Do not take the ball out of his hands. He has proven that he can do a lot if you give him the opportunity. And with the opportunities today, he dominated. I think we saw it way too often on plays that are 3rd and 1. We saw it on a 4th and 1 where you're looking to make a pass there, and the defense is like, all right, well, if they're going to pass it, that's even better for us, because David Montgomery's been destroying us on those 3rd and shorts. This is why you have David Montgomery. This is why you have him on this team, so that on those 3rd and shorts, he can come through, blow somebody up, and get the yardage we need. Trust the man, keep the ball in his hands, and let's keep it moving forward. Before I continue with the video, I want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think the Chicago Bears need to improve upon going into week 3 versus the Atlanta Falcons? I'll be down in the comments talking with each and every one of you. The second thing for me is this offense as a whole needs to figure out how to get an entire game together. We've seen them have a great 4th quarter, and now we've seen them have a great first half. We have yet to see them have a great game. Now, I think that things are getting better. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think Mitch did some good things today. Mitch put the ball where it needed to be placed more times than not. That is an improvement. But in the second half, that offense completely stalled out versus the New York Giants. So you have to find a way to keep that offense going. Now, they did do some good things with eating up the clock, but you're still not getting touchdowns. 17 points is unacceptable. And you've got all of your scoring in bunches. We have to eliminate the droughts, the long droughts. We've seen big play, drought, big play, drought. Like, it's the number one thing that's killing this team, because you've got a defense that's holding teams to 13 points a game, and we're sitting here holding our breath because we can't consistently get the ball across the goal line. If we're going to beat the better teams in this league, if we're going to beat Atlanta going into next week, we are going to have to consistently get the ball over the goal line throughout the entire game. And it's fine if I understand if you're eating up a lot of time and it does end in a field goal, but more times than not, you need to be scoring touchdowns. Field goals are not good enough. And I think Matt Nagy understands that. I think we will see some different things going into next week. And number 3, you just have to cut down on the drops. I mean, it is mind-blowing how many drives, how many points are taken off the board just by wide receivers dropping the ball. Today it was Anthony Miller who had a rough day. Last week he was our savior. Today, not so much. Allen Robinson had a few dropped passes as well. We know that Mitch doesn't always get the ball to you. So in the moments that he does, you have to make those catches, especially Anthony Miller. If he's able to catch that touchdown pass, we're not breathing heavy at the end of the game. We're not worried about what New York's doing at the end of the game because we already got that one locked up. You know what I'm saying? That right there has been the thing that has killed drives more times than not. Even today, we did have the 2 interceptions, one of which I fully put on Mitch. The other one, I like to see him make that throw. But we had the 2 interceptions. And then on a 3rd down play where Mitch puts a beautiful dot into the hands of Anthony Miller, he drops it. And I understand you're going to have drop passes, but we need to cut down on them. I feel like we're seeing them way too often and way too many key moments where these are touchdown passes. These are passes that keep drives going to get you into the red zone. You know what I'm saying? So we have to cut down on the drop passes, and we have to be able to convert those opportunities. That's how we're going to be able to beat these winning teams. That's how we're going to be able to beat the teams, the Green Bay Packers, the teams that are above 500 in this league. But I want to know your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. What is it that you think the Chicago Bears need to improve on going into week 3? I am going to get up out of here. It is your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again. To continue watching our content, click the link here or check the links in the description below. Y'all stay safe out of Chicago. Peace.